What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin. How you guys been doing? So today I wanted to shoot a video on 5 tips that I do when I store my car for the winter, because as we can see, I just about got the wraps on the 2020 season here. I really actually stored the car 2 weeks ago, but I figured I could shoot a video demonstrating the process and the steps and some of the tips that I have on how to store the car for the winter. Some of this stuff might be simple, and maybe this is common sense stuff, but when I was younger, not that I'm that old yet, but it's just good to learn some of these things. And if I can help anybody out there take care of their car better, then it's worth it to me. So for the first thing that I think is the most important is taking care of your oil. Now, like I said, if you live in a place where you have to put your car away for the season, maybe you're lucky and your car season's 12 months of the year. Ours is really only 8 months if you're lucky. We actually just had 2 inches of snow last 2 weeks ago, and that's really kind of what caused me to put the wraps on the season. I mean, it was such a great year this year. I had so much fun with the car that I was okay putting it away a little bit early. But the oil, this is especially important if you run E85 like I do, or did for part of the season, especially towards the end of the season. This is important because some of that fuel will blow by into your oil pan. So you're going to have a tiny little bit of E85 sitting in your oil pan, which can cause havoc if it sits there for 4 or 5 months. Back in the past, I used to say it would be better to change your oil in the spring when you take it out, but I've learned that was incorrect, and I'm okay to admit that. So that's really the first step. Make sure you change your oil. It's fresh. Get it put away. I don't know if I'll catch some flack for running Royal Purple. I don't know. I've run this stuff, the HPS stuff, for like 7 years now. It's the stuff that's fortified with zinc and phosphorus. I'm not saying it's better than anybody else. I'm just saying I've had good luck with it. The next step is the fuel. Now, this is hotly debated, and maybe if you guys disagree, you can leave a comment. I'm always trying to learn more, but the research that I've done and the people that I've talked to have decided that it's better to store your car with a full tank with the stable in it and store it like that over the winter. The process and the thought process of that is, if there's less negative empty space in your tank, there'll be less of a chance of condensation getting in there and your fuel being diluted. Now, yes, if you put it away with some 93, it's probably not a good thing to take it out in the spring and go beat the bag out of it. What I normally do is, I take it out in the spring and I just do a real easy highway cruise, put some miles on the car, get the car down to like a quarter tank, then I fill it up. Like I said, in the past, I've done it the opposite. I did put some stable in it, but I left the tank as low as possible with the belief of, well, that's going to be old crappy gas. In the spring, I'll go get new gas and it's better. I've done it both, but the last few seasons I have done leaving it completely full and just driving it easy in the spring. It's worked really good for me, but if you do it the other way and it's worked for you, I'd probably continue to do that. So that's number 2. Number 3, it is pumping your tires up to maximum. Now, if you're on our compound rubber, like I am, I got the Toyo TQs in the back and the R888Rs in the front. What I do is I store the car with the tires pumped just about all the way up. I think I'm at like 42 pounds in the back and 48 PSI in the front. That helps get rid of the flat spots in the spring. You know, you take the car out and it's just like, it's like shaking like crazy. The wheels going crazy. If you wanted to do it one step better, they do sell these like flat stoppers on Amazon. I don't have them. I've never honestly used them. I've usually just pumped the car up all the way, and that's worked, or pumped the tires up all the way. That's worked really well for me. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, and maybe this again is common sense, but when I store the car, I make sure I leave the car in neutral with the e-brake off. And you just, you know, get a chalk or whatever, and I just use these little wood ramps that I built when I want to jack the car up. These work really great. In the past, I left the e-brake on, and you know, these older cars, the e-brake almost froze up, and it was very, very hard to take that off. And I did a little research, and then they said that's not good because the e-brake can freeze up, or the e-brake can, you know, you're going to stretch your cable out. So again, maybe that's common sense for some people, but it might not be for all people. So I'll just put that in there. And number 5 is, what do you do about pests? Now, in the past, I've done the dryer sheets under the hood. I've done dryer sheets in the cabin. I've done dryer sheets in the back seat. I put dryer sheets in the trunk. I put dryer sheets underneath the car. And I've actually had pretty good success with that. I've not had really a mice problem. But, you know, I got this new house, and, you know, I was talking to my pest control guy, and he goes, listen, I've seen the dryer sheets, and I've seen people have good luck with them. But he goes, look, man, just get some poison traps, and it doesn't cost you a lot of money. And I probably got about 8 of them in here. They're going to go for that. It's scented really strongly for mice and other rodents. They're going to go for that long before they're going to go make a nest in your car. And that's going to take care of it. And I think that's the better way to do it. You know, the worst thing that you could possibly happen is you come in and they've eaten your interior, or your wires, you know, or your electricals are all destroyed. Tip number 6, when we're talking about electricals, that kind of jogged my memory. It is good to have a trickle charger. I have the Optima Digital 400. This has been a really good unit for me. It's got a quick disconnect. It goes right into there. It's really quick and easy, and you never have to worry about coming to a car that's got a dead battery, because I think my car has a little bit of an electrical draw anyways. So, and I guess the last thing that I just thought of is, if you do put your car away, not that I'm really worried about theft. I'm pretty secure up at my place. But I'm not going to show you what I did, because that would be against the point. But if you know your car and you know your car's electrics, there's always 1 or 2 things that you can do pretty easily that will immobilize the car. Even if you somehow got the key, which you're not going to, you get in this car, it's not going to start. And that does make me feel a little bit better. I'm sure you know a couple of tricks about your own cars. But that's really about it, guys. You know, I hope this video helps you out. If you have any questions, you know, come leave them in the comments. It's been a great year. I'm really excited for next year. Leave me some comments on what you think I should shoot for videos next year. And that's about it, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.